After Chapter 1082 came out, Mihawk's power level has been the subject of debate. Many people call the strongest swordsman in the world a fraud. We don't know much about Mihawk, only a few facts and scenes, so all we can do is use logic, and I don't see any logical reason why Mihawk would be a fraud. Name one character who wants to fight Shanks, Blackbeard, Luffy, and their crews under Buggy's name. Also, I don't think reaching the Laugh Tale is one of Mihawk's main goals. While the idea of who is the strongest character in One Piece is subjective and open to interpretation, many fans regard Dracul Mihawk as one of the strongest characters in the One Piece universe. So here are 8 reasons why Mihawk is not only strong, but might actually be the strongest pirate in the whole of One Piece. Number 1. A well-planned character. It is clear that Mihawk was intended to be a strong and influential character from the start of One Piece. We saw only 3 important and mysterious characters before the Grand Line. Dragon, Luffy's father and the most wanted man, Shanks, one of the strongest pirates and the reason why Luffy became a pirate, and Mihawk. Yes, he is the strongest swordsman in the world and is automatically important, but why was he revealed so early? One reason was to show the difference between Zoro and Mihawk at the time. But it was not just that, it was revealed that he was one of the Shichibukai, and by looking at this picture, we can state that Mihawk was the only planned Shichibukai for that time. We can also see his appearance was badass as well. Whenever he is shown, someone always comments on his strength, and he is always shown from a low angle. In cinematography, low angle shots are used to make a subject appear larger, taller, scarier, and more powerful. He plays a significant role in the series as the mentor and rival of Zoro. His presence in the story helps to drive Zoro's character development and adds tension and excitement to the series. He cannot be weak, otherwise Zoro's accomplishments will not seem that great. I do not think Oda has been hyping Mihawk up for 25 years for nothing, and we are getting more and more Mihawk scenes in recent chapters, so I believe we will soon see his true powers as well. Number 2. Marine Hunter and the Shichibukai title. Mihawk's original epithet of Marine Hunter mirrors that of Zoro's, the Pirate Hunter. Ironically, Zoro would go on to become a pirate himself after earning this title, while Mihawk, as a warlord, became an agent of the world government, much like the Marines. In the One Piece Vivre Card databook, it is revealed that he trained relentlessly for many years, challenging more and more powerful foes until he had no more worthy challengers. Because of that, he became a Shichibukai to travel freely, and he spends most of his time sailing for fun. For example, Mihawk destroyed Don Krieg's fleet and then followed him to East Blue and the Bharati out of boredom. On the other hand, we can see that the world government does not want anything from him. They just wanted to stop him from killing the Marines, and this is shown in a few scenes. It is stated that Mihawk rarely attended the meetings at Mary Joey's. In chapter 234, Sengoku and Don Flamingo noted that they would never imagine that he would show up, and the only reason Mihawk attended the meeting was because he was interested in a few pirates. Later, at the Marineford, when Mihawk wanted to test Whitebeard, Akainu and Kizaru stated that it was very unusual for him to fight for them. Also, don't forget that Don Flamingo had an order to kill Moria, just because he was too weak for the world government, but we saw Moria actively fighting at the Marineford, so Marines and the Gorosei did not expect anything from Mihawk, they just wanted to stop him from killing their allies. But now, despite having grown bored with being challenged by weaker opponents, Mihawk showed excitement at being chased as a pirate once more due to the dissolution of the Seven Warlords system. Number 3. Mihawk's Bounty. As you know, in the story, bounties are set by the world government as a measure of a pirate's threat level. Just a reminder that he was the first warlord to be introduced and the last one whose bounty was revealed. I remember that back when Mihawk's bounty was not known, people, including me, thought that his bounty would not be very high because he is only one man with no crew. Compared to Kaido, Big Mom, or other Yonkos who have huge crews, islands, and connections, it would not be surprising if Mihawk's bounty was not as high. However, his bounty is 3,590 million belly, despite the fact that he is a lone man and has been a warlord, meaning that he was not a big threat to the world government for years. This means that he got his bounty solely because of his strength and, of course, his past as a marine hunter. Eustace Kid has been killing civilians and marines as well, and Trafalgar Law was a Shichibukai. Later, they defeated one of the Yonkos, but their bounties are still lower than Mihawk's. Fun fact, Mihawk is the only pirate in Yonko crews whose bounty is higher than the Yonko themselves. Number 4. 4. Hawk Eyes. Everyone can notice that Mihawk's eyes are different. A few years ago, we could only speculate about his eyes, but now we have some information. Mihawk, Zunesha, and Im-sama have the same eyes. Zunesha used a similar eye to project vision into Momo's head, who could see what Jack and his subordinates were up to. After Katakuri revealed his advanced observation haki, we thought that during the Battle of Marineford, Luffy used future observation haki to evade having his hands chopped off. But now it is most likely that Mihawk projected what would have happened if Luffy had stretched out his hands and gone for the jet bazooka. It was Mihawk projecting images into Luffy's head, not Luffy's observation haki. I have seen some comments stating that Mihawk could not defeat Luffy in Vista, but the truth is that he was merely testing Luffy's strength during their brief encounter. He did not attempt to kill Luffy, and Vista was only protecting Luffy. Moreover, Mihawk likely had no interest in fighting Vista, who is also a very strong pirate in his own right. According to Vivricard, an early idea for Mihawk's epithet was clairvoyant, also known as Senrigan, rather than Hawk Eyes. Clairvoyant refers to a person who claims to have supernatural ability to perceive events in the future or beyond normal sensory contact. I think it doesn't need confirming that Mihawk has advanced observation haki, and this leads us to reason number 5. Number 5. Shanks versus Mihawk. Shanks is another powerful observational haki user. If a character does not have a strong observational haki, it is very difficult to fight Shanks, especially when you are a swordsman. According to Branu, Mihawk's swordsmanship skills are known to exceed even those of red-haired Shanks. Therefore, in terms of swordsmanship alone, Mihawk is certainly better. However, that certainly doesn't mean that Mihawk is stronger than Shanks. Mihawk once saw a strong rival in Shanks. After Shanks lost his arm 12 years ago, Mihawk ceased seeking him out for duels. The Vivricard databook reveals that he looks forward to the day a swordmaster will emerge to surpass even his rival, red-haired Shanks, meaning that he wants to find an opponent even stronger than Shanks. Nothing is yet confirmed, but if Mihawk is a better swordsman, has amazing observational haki, and as far as he is a swordsman, most likely has advanced armament haki as well, then I don't understand how Shanks can be the stronger one, and if Mihawk is stronger than Shanks, he is very close to being the strongest pirate in One Piece. Number 6. Yoru. Mihawk's blade, known as Yoru, is ranked as one of the 12 supreme grade swords. It is considered one of the strongest swords in the One Piece world, and it is said to be capable of cutting through anything. The sword has been shown to be capable of emitting a powerful shockwave when it strikes an opponent, adding to its formidable nature. Number 7. Unnamed attacks and no scars. Shanks, Rayleigh, Oden, Zoro. Every strong swordsman in One Piece has a scar, but the strongest of them all, who has fought everyone and had no more worthy challengers, has none. It's really amazing and strange at the same time. Even without named attacks, Mihawk can create immensely powerful compressed air slashes that are able to destroy gigantic ships and enormous icebergs from great distances. Shanks used his first named attack, Divine Departure, a few chapters ago, and we saw what happened. He defeated Eustace Kid, a pirate with a 3 billion bounty, and Killer with one shot. I can't wait to see Mihawk's first named attack. Number 8. A Wonder Kid. It is said that Mihawk became famous before the Great Pirate Era even started. Currently, Mihawk is 41 years old, so he was already a great pirate when he was 19. Mihawk already had Yoru at Roger's execution, while Shanks looked like a kid. No shade, just facts. Luffy is 19 years old now as well. Imagine how strong he'll be in 22 years in his prime. Probably Mihawk is in his prime right now, and it won't be surprising if he is the strongest pirate in One Piece. Mihawk is not only a powerful swordsman, but also a skilled teacher. Zoro's training under him for 2 years resulted in significant improvement, surpassing what he had learned in many years at the dojo. Zoro himself admitted that even after training with Mihawk, he is still not anywhere near his level of skill as a swordsman, and don't forget that Zoro was able to block Big Mom and Kaido's combined attack, then cut Kaido, and later defeat Kaido's right-hand man, King. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more. Bye.